Hello guys, welcome back again. So this is the second video, the second series of this particular trade breakdown of yesterday's trade opportunity. So we can see that in 15 minutes, that means I'm using option 1 here. Check option 1. So on 15 minutes we get a read, and then immediately we see that the market begins rejecting the upper side, and then we see turning inside. That is the first closure in our direction. This is the second closure in our direction, and with momentum we immediately enter. So that is how simple it is. So this one you can give it 9 pips stop loss, and then target, ideally we should be targeting 1 to 4 since it's a counter trade, but this was a very good opportunity. By the way, for counter trade you can just target 1 to 3 risk to reward. Anything just slightly above 1 to 3 is okay, provided you get the 1 to 3 sharp. But this trade was very good because I think it went for a 1 to 6 plus risk to reward, which is always our go-to. That is the highest that I always prefer to go to. So this was the trade opportunity, very nice. So after this you go break even after this low is taken, and then you can see that the trade melted into take profit yesterday for a very nice risk to reward and a very good trade with extremely limited drawdown, and that is how that trade played out. So let's break down, and that the trade I'm referring to is this trade here, AUD USD, 4 hours 15 minutes. That is how simple it is. So guys, this thing is extremely free, this group is extremely free, the content is extremely free, the outline is extremely free here. If you want to learn how we trade, everything is free. Just check here, there is an outline for the basics. Go and learn this one's on YouTube if you want me to teach you, plus this one's now holding you by the hand and giving you daily discussion groups, or sorry, daily zoom calls. Then you can read through this and make sure that you inbox me so that we can trade. Alternatively, if you don't have money, just go to YouTube, learn these basics, while also, and then when you join this group, just comment on any post like this and you will be directed to the discussion group like this. So when you're directed to the discussion group, you are going to meet people here who are serious, like these people here who are very, very serious, and they are taking trade. Like this is an opportunity, could be joining to take in this trade. So people take many trade. This one was one of the trade we were looking to take, but unfortunately we didn't take that one because it wasn't high probability. So people are taking so many trades here. This is just my last trade of today that I've just taken. My last trade of today that I've just taken. Okay, this one here, 1 to 3. It's a counter trade, but I'm expecting it to even go deeper and deeper and deeper. So join in is free. Everything is free, by the way, only for serious people that we need. We don't need non-serious people. If you're not serious, you're not sure of yourself, and you don't also like free things, and you don't also like paying for stuff to be taught to you, it's okay. This content in YouTube is enough to make you profitable, so you don't need to join there. But joining is high probability because you get to ask questions and take trades like this. So let's break this trade down very, very well so that you can see my thought process on how we find this liquidity point. You don't need to be marking so many things. This strategy is purely, as I've said, is a simple liquidity SMC strategy checklist. You have the checklist. You just go to daily time frame and check/know the overall market direction strictly for high risk to reward only. Then you proceed to either options for entries. Now, how do you get entries? By switching to 4 hours as option 1, and then you check liquidity rate. You wait for liquidity rate first. Once the liquidity rate happens, within the same 4 hours candle, you shift to, you don't wait for it to close, you shift to 15 minutes and get entry at 15 minutes, double close in our direction. That is so mechanical, so easy, so for everybody to understand. You don't need to be professional to understand. So let's start by going to the daily time frame, and from the daily time frame we can clearly see that the market is trying to buy upward. At the same time, the overall trend from weekly is a downtrend. So ideally it's a mixed reaction thereabout, but the overall trend from the weekly is selling, but the daily is trying to buy. So no problem, that one we don't mind. So we could be holding for a 1 to 4 hour risk to reward, we don't mind. Now we shift to 4 hours, and when you shift to 4 hours, let's delete this one. This would be your marking by then. So we just be shifting. You mark the high. If we want to take sales, you mark the highs. So that would be my high, my 4 hours liquidation point. So after marking that, I would set alarm and then just walk out of the chart. So they have backing of 1-2 candles. If you have 1-2 candles backing, that is high probability, and therefore you can stake your kidney. The same way here, it happened here. You can see we have 4 hours backing, 2 hours backing of candle, and then this candle bought. And as you can see, after this buying, what do you get? You get a very massive sell. Same to this time here, we got a sell opportunity. Maybe I'm not sure if the 15 minutes sold, or not, but after that ideally it went for a buy. Maybe it gave reaction here, I'm not sure. So with this, you go to, after marking this, you go to 15 minutes and wait for your entry. Now let's just check quickly. So with this, I guess it gave some entry over here and then liquidated people, but still it went upward. So maybe you could have shifted to 5 minutes. Like people who trade this know that if you are liquidated, you can go to 5 minutes and look for double close somewhere here and still get this move. Alternatively, you could have still just gotten this 1-2 close in a direction, retest at this particular demand zone, and you could have still recovered your loss for a 1-2, 1-3. I'm not sure. So let's wait for this one and see. So this is the liquidation point. That is how we mark liquidity. This is now true liquidity, whereby order books are checked and then orders are by the market taking this liquidity. It means that everything in that 4 hours order book will be nearly taken. So that is how all the orders in that particular 4 hours order book are all liquidated, and then the market starts shifting inward. The market starts shifting inward, as you can see, and then when that candle closed in our direction like that, and then this is just some few minutes to London, this is Frankfurt, you can easily take trade. Now always look for entry 1 hour or 2 hours to London session open for a good continuation trade if you want to get quick entries in and out. So that would be nice 1 to 4, because that is what the strategy demands, that for counter trend you can take 1 to 4 if you have very bad broker. If you have a good broker like my own, you can always look to take where's the checklist? Can't see the checklist. Just a minute. So you find as we finalize. So this is will be 9 pips stop loss. And what does the checklist say? The checklist says that TP, so we do few pips just above here, above or below, and then TP at least 1 to 4 RR, and BE when you see BOS in 15 minutes. So let's see the entry. That is the entry. Immediately you get on market execution, and then you wait. So this would be the first major pullback. So when that major pullback goes and this low goes, you go break even. When this low goes, you go near break even or half break even. You go half break even. So you go half break even. So here now you can go half break even somewhere like this for pip stop loss, and then now you have, if we get second pullback, so this one did not even give second pullback, so by this time should have just come to maybe this point, 1 pip stop loss. That would still be okay. Then you get your 1 to 4 risk to reward trade, then you smile all the way. If you risk 2%, you've passed your pro farm. If you are risking 0.5, you already have 2% trade. So that was the trade. Now the next trade I'm shooting, the next video, make sure you watch them, is this USD JPY. 2 good trade yesterday same time. So there are 2 in 1 hour and 5 minutes. There was no 4 hours opportunity. So make sure that you watch that video, and also the 2-hour video that I'm linking here on the end of this video, in the end of this video, so that you can learn how these concepts are. It's a full guide, a full course, a full explanation. So make sure you take advantage of that too.